I think about what the top performers that I have do. I think their advisors really connect with the customer right off the bat. I think there is a uneasy feeling coming into a dealership from the customer's perspective. And I think anytime you can relate to somebody on their level and put them at ease, it really helps the sales process whenever you get to there. You know, it's really hard to make a good recommendation and capture sales when we really don't understand the customer, we don't know the customer. I also think that their advisors do a lot of good prep work, some we would call pre-writes, where they know the customer's coming in, they know what maintenance is due on the vehicle, they know what kind of customer they are, like what have they purchased in the past, and then and they've also set up the visit from the previous visit. So like they've done a lot of their homework, they're more prepared when the customer comes in. And that's how they get their average ROA. This is process driven. This is, you know, every technician needs to do it the exact same way, every single time, every single car. And whether it's the service director, service manager, or the shop foreman, you know, they really have to make sure that whenever the technicians are getting hired, they're getting trained the right way, they're executing the multi-point inspection, and they're doing it the same way every single time, every single car. That helps with speed, so it makes their technicians do the multi-point inspection better. It helps the gaps of what each technician finds car to car, and also helps the service advisor obviously have more things to talk to the customer about. I think most of the time people understand when they come to the dealership that there's going to be something wrong with their vehicle. I think the first thing is that they talk about the things that are good. Kind of sets the customer at ease that not every time you come to the dealership you're going to hear everything bad about your car. So they start off with the good things, and then they have already got some common ground with the customer in that first couple minutes when they pulled up, and that alone will help them relate to the customer when it comes to us offering them services. So I think just making a good presentation, telling them the benefits of why they should be purchasing these items, and then having some type of rapport with them that they've built from the walk-around process. There's a difference between an underperforming advisor and a top one based off kind of those two things. So I think that the menu is a super important thing. I'm very passionate about menus. I think that anytime that you go to an automotive place anywhere, it's the 15K, the 30K, the 60K, the 90K. So I think anytime that you should be looking at the owner's manual, structuring any kind of maintenance package around those intervals, and then whenever you have the customers are coming in between those oil change intervals, that we're setting up the next visit. Like, hey, you're going to be due for your next 30K, 15K coming up, and that's going to include these items, and it's going to take this amount of time. So I think just having a package that is easy for the customer to understand, that follows the maintenance intervals of whichever car that the customer owns. Elite stores really do great. They follow up, right? So like, in my opinion, 7 days after a person it gets offered a service and they do not purchase, they should be getting some type of phone call, text message, email from the service advisor, because they already have that personal touch with them. If it's from the BDC, I just don't think it's quite as good. I think the advisor is much better with that. But in the first 7 days, we're just giving them a call. Hey, would you like to go ahead and reschedule that work that you passed on? And I think that's the biggest standout for me. I think if you wait more than 7 days, some people like to do it at 30. I think that it's not as good. Confidence is the first one. So typically the person that sits near the door is super friendly. They're outgoing. They greet you with a smile. So I think that's the confidence when you walk in, that somebody's gonna greet you the right way. And I think that it doesn't look like chaos, it looks organized. I think when you walk into a service drive and you can feel the chaotic pressure that people will have, I think that is really what sets a high-performing store versus a non-high-performing store, is it doesn't feel chaotic.